Another run play on 2nd and 7. Hansen trying to get the edge. And he's tripped up at the 30-yard line. And Becht will keep it on 3rd down. And he gets the first down. Rocco Becht had 8 rushing touchdowns last year, so he's very athletic.
Getting in front, and Becht making a man miss for the first down.
Hansen, the ball carrier for the 3rd time, up to the 43-yard line. They rush 4. Becht from the pocket is hit and sacked back at the 38-yard line. Toby Osunsami in the backfield along with Jordan Allen for Kansas State.
Was really good coverage, and you're going to see the walls cave in on Rocco Becht.
Tyler Perkins, 4th year as the starting punter. And Dylan Edwards, very dangerous with the ball in his hands, has to backpedal, and he muffed the kick, and it's recovered by Iowa State at the 8-yard line.
Touchdown for Iowa State. And Dylan Edwards, we've all been waiting to see him get his hands on the football. He just muffs it. Bell there with the hit, and a huge recovery for the Cyclones. Burkle in the red zone.
Becht in trouble again, sacked again. Osunsami gets back there again. Loss on the play of 8.
Well, Osunsami really good with the get off and the hands. The chop, the rip, working off the edge.
Pitch to Sama, ball on the ground. And Kansas State falls on it. It's Austin Romaine coming up with the football.
Well, this toss is going to hit Sama right in the face. He can't field it. Big hit by Stufflebean.
Back to the air, and our first completion for either team. It's Dom Overby, who had 1 catch all of last year. And Johnson's pass is caught on the redirection by one of the offensive linemen, Terrence Enos. And so it'll be a negative play, loss of a couple.
Ezeaku gets the...
Joe Jackson still in the game at running back, trying to find room. It's not there. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. You mentioned cutting down the mistakes for Avery Johnson. On 3rd and 12, Kansas State will just keep it on the ground with Jackson, able to slip 1 tackle, but then thumped at the 18-yard line. Marcus Neal in there for Iowa State. A grand total of 3 passing yards between the 2 teams in 10 minutes of action. Becht's pass caught this time. Close to a first down is Gabe Burkle. Junior from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Becht off play action, and his pass is caught for a first down. Brett Elskelson, who's wearing Jaden Higgins' old number 9. Kansas State rushes 5. Becht throwing to the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. Dominic Overby able to haul it in. The first score of 2025.
Wesley Fair just gets beat. Good sell inside by Overby, and a dime delivered by Rocco Becht. Great route. Wesley Fair gets caught inside. He can't.
And they're going to go Wildcat here with Jace Brown taking the direct snap, faking the pitch to the quarterback, Avery Johnson, and taking off past the 40. And Brown thrown out of bounds at the 30-yard line by Marcus Neal. Another run play on 2nd and 15. Devon Rice inside the 30. Got a chunk of it back. Gain of about 9. Got single coverage up top against him. Kansas State going to run Jackson up the gut. And he gets knocked down 2 yards short of the line to gain by Jamison Patton and Marcus Neal. Jackson got it and more. Inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. Maybe learned from that grounding call against Iowa State last year by getting outside the pocket. Here he's belted, but keeps his balance momentarily. Jontez Williams with the hit, but a good run by Avery Johnson of 6 yards. Tip ball to an offensive lineman. And Johnson will keep it himself, and Johnson heads for the end zone. Touchdown, K-State. Who needs to throw the ball when you got him running it?
And get a key block. Inside, you see that defensive end cheat inside. Garrett Oakley secures that block, opens up that edge. And Avery Johnson puts his foot in the ground, gets north and south.
Becht on 3rd down and 9. Gets leveled and fumbles the ball. It's recovered by Kansas State. Knocked out by Quay Moss, recovered by Chidi Obi-Izor.
Scot-free and clean, and get to the quarterback. Very well done as he works back inside late. Rocco Becht never identifies him. Ball's out. Kansas State on top. Really good job by Moss. Not just getting to the quarterback, Dave, but getting that hand on the football. Rocco had the ball low. Quay Moss knocks it out.
K-State had the one fumble. And now they run the perimeter, but tracked down is Devon Price for a loss on the play. Johnson finds an open receiver in the middle of the field. Garrett Oakley close to a first down. About a half-yard shy at the 7-yard line. Give to Jackson, and he's hit in the backfield and taken down by Marcus Neal. Does not appear to have it. A turnover on downs.
4th and 1. Big game rivalry, maybe a Big 12 championship. Later in the season on the line, Marcus Neal's downhill, and he gets a big stop. We're tied up in Dublin.
Back to throw again from his end zone. Hansen out of the backfield, gets walloped. It takes a second man to bring him down. The initial hit by Justice Clemens to slow him up. The Wildcats take over on their 41-yard line. Again, Jackson in for the injured Dylan Edwards. And a wide receiver screen to Jaron Bradley, trying to get the ball in his hands. And he was brought down immediately. So they're off schedule and running on 2nd and 12. Devon Rice nowhere to go. And he's swarmed. Hit by Neal and Bell at the 37-yard line. Another negative play. 3rd and about 14 now.
Just building a wall. That's what Iowa State defense. His linebacker was making a call, not toward the offense.
So Avery Johnson on 3rd and 8. A receiver is wide open for a first down. It's the tight end, Garrett Oakley. All the way down to the 38-yard line. That pass behind the line, that's a live ball. It's scooped up by Devon Rice. And he does well to get back close to the line of scrimmage on that backwards pass. Another fumble.
The pass was backwards. Recovered by the running back. 2nd down.
That's smart.
2nd and 12.
Smart by Rice, Dave. Who's back further than what he should be. Remember, Dylan Edwards typically would be catching that pass.
Joe Jackson with room downhill, and he fumbles the ball. And it's recovered by Iowa State. Right into the arms of Tayshaun James. Another lost fumble.
Big hole opened up. Surges comes down, squares up Joe Jackson. Ball's out. Cyclones on top.
Here's Sama running left. And he's got the edge. And he picks up a first down before he's thrown out of bounds by Austin Romaine. 109th meeting going back to 1917. In trouble, Becht gets away from a defender. And Becht takes off, diving past the 40. And Becht will keep it. And he's able to fall forward and get the first down. Tackled on the play by Sayamalo and Gabe Powers. The highest 5 ranked conference champions get bids to the 12-team field. Year 2 of that as the pass is caught. A first down. It's Benjamin Bramer, hurt for most of last year, getting to the 32.
Well, this is a size mismatch. 5'10" Quay Moss working on 6'7". Benjamin Bramer does a good job.
From the 31-yard line. Up the middle, Jackson picks up about 4 yards. Here's Taylor.
Frustration starting to build on this Kansas State sideline with the fumbles.
Five-man rush. Johnson gets it away quickly. A little rub route downfield, and it's caught for a first down by Jackson out of the backfield. Rice downhill, dragging tacklers to the 46-yard line. 4 yards there. Can Kansas State win without their star? They fake the jet sweep. Johnson keeping it into Iowa State territory. A flag down late as Johnson is finally spilled by Patton here in Dublin. 2-minute mark. Johnson going to keep it himself, trying to find a running lane. It's not there. He gets crunched by 3 Cyclones. Cooper Ebel in there again, along with Jeremiah Cooper. Iowa State trying to preserve time by calling the last one on defense. Rushes 3. Johnson over the middle. It's caught a first down by Jace Brown.
That's complete to number 1, Jace Brown.
Sideline pass and sliding down as Tibbs. Just lost his footing, as we've seen a lot.
Tibbs unable to keep his feet.
Johnson will throw again. Another sideline pass to Tibbs. He gets the first down before he steps out to stop the clock. Get his hand up. Johnson keeping it. We'll see if they run him more here in the second half. He had a rushing touchdown for K-State's only score in the first half.
To make sure it doesn't negatively impact the season.
Becht in trouble. And sacked again. Boy, having a day. Toby Osunsami. He's got 2 sacks in this one.
Osunsami has been oh so great all throughout the course of the day. This is called a TE stunt. Tackle first, end's going to come second, and they run it to perfection. Just a 2-man game. That tackle gets up the field. He's going to keep.
3rd and 21. Becht in trouble again, and he's going to keep it himself here and get to the 40 before he's run out of play. Got 9 yards back, but it will be a 3 and out for Iowa State. Stands are why the stands are so short. There's only a few behind the goalpost. As we've got a run play here from Joe Jackson. He close to a first down, and he did get the first down. Let me just finish that story real quick. The reason why.
And the power of the locals is very real here, Mr. Peck.
Johnson looking, everybody covered. Now a receiver comes free. And it's Jaron Bradley. Avery Johnson finds another open tight end. And it's Braden Lofton this time. Johnson's in a groove. Now, here's the end around pitch to Jace Brown. And Iowa State was not fooled. Tackle made by Jeremiah Cooper. Johnson throws complete. And an excellent open field tackle. The helmet came off for Marcus Neal, but Texas #1 in the country for the first time ever. Back sidearms that complete. And Xavier Townsend has a first down to the 45. Play action. Becht in trouble. Steps away from pressure and takes off. Pass midfield. And then goes to the ground at about the 48-yard line. So play clock is down to 3. Becht on the option, keeps and gets the first down. Playing for multiple teams in the NFL. Now live in the Tampa area. Abu Sama on the cutback, finds some running room. Remember 2 years ago, he tore up Kansas State for 276 yards so far in this game. Hansen had most of those carries early on. Iowa State on the move. Sama again. And he picks up the first down, getting the edge off the right side down to the 28-yard line for 7 more yards. Now it's 3rd and 7. Becht hoisted deep into the end zone. Caught. Inbounds. Touchdown. Brett Eskelsen.
Go to work here. They're going to set up a good, clean pocket, pick up that pressure, allow the time. Now, what happens down the field? Eskelsen with a picture-perfect route. Watch the route. He's going to freeze the corner. Corner's going to freeze, and he's going to come wide open. And another dime delivered by Rocco Becht. The route freezes that corner. McIntosh, he gets flat-footed. He bites on that initial slant. And then as soon as Eskelsen clears him, ball delivered perfectly. Good concentration through the catch.
Johnson. Nice catch made by Jace Brown. He picks up about 17. That pass a little behind
on 1st and 20.
Perhaps the final play of the quarter. Play action pass. Johnson setting up, climbing the pocket, and a wide open tight end Oakley into Iowa State territory. Has a fumble recovery in this game as well. Another pass play. Johnson hits Jerron Tibbs, fighting for yardage. And finally blow it dead after a pickup of 7. Pumps, looks deep, got a receiver, Jace Brown, walks into the end zone, touchdown, Kansas State.
And it's going to be like stealing. Avery Johnson hits him with the pump, safety bites, and it's a walk-in touchdown. We are tied here in Dublin. It feels like making the calls. What a big time call that was for the touchdown pass.
Ball on the ground again. Beck picks it up cleanly and fires complete. Well done to Eli Green. Let's check in with Taylor McGregor.
Johnson did like, he didn't like, and just before that last series, he told Jace Brown they were coming for him.
Meanwhile, the play calling for Iowa State by Taylor Mauser, second-year offensive coordinator for Iowa State at that position. First game of the year, obviously. Carson Hansen with room, and he's got a first down inside the 40-yard line to the 36. Hansen starting to heat up.
Watch him get up to the second level. Watch him work up. Really does a nice job opening up this hole. Works through the nose tackle. And a good cutback there by Carson Hansen. Now, give Jim Boniface a lot of credit. Back in 2023, started every game as a center. Was a backup last year. Now getting another.
Hansen up the gut one more time. 8 more yards for a player that Matt Campbell told us is poised for a breakout year. And Iowa State has the lead back. Conradi missed a 49-yarder in the first half, but is good here from 34. Stepping up and throwing complete. Close to a first down, a couple of yards short is Jerron Tibbs. Third down and about 3 after a gain of 18.
I really like the poise and composure. Watch Avery Johnson work. He's got a defender.
They have not been able to tackle him, even if they hit him at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, down the seam, it's caught by Bramer inside the 10. It'll be first and goal for Iowa State at the Kansas State 7.
Pass. Here, watch Bramer. Do a nice job with the route. As soon as he clears those linebackers, bam, he's that big target.
Becht will keep it himself inside the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And Roscoff, you're going to see a great job here and right here by the right tackle, Tyler Miller. Run that fullback, H-back in motion. Your right tackle with a nice block getting up to the linebacker, Desmond Purnell. And it's Rocco Becht making a cut, finding the end zone.
At North Carolina. Johnson off play action, moving left, throws it deep, got a man wide open. Wow, Jaron Bradley gets behind the defense and scores. Touchdown, Kansas State. What a response.
Go ahead and roll that, guys. Play the safety position. Now freeze it for me. Freeze it. Cummins looking down inside. Give me a different look. The safety was looking down inside. He's got to be over the top. He never gets over the top. Cummins right here. He's got to get over the top of this. His vision is down inside on Jace Brown, and nobody runs with the vertical from Bradley. Safety's got to get over the top here. His vision gets back inside to Jace Brown. Nobody over the top, and it's a walk-in touchdown for Kansas State.
Bradley spent last year at Boston College, was at Texas Tech for 3 years. And we expected big things from the big receiver today, but no, Their team is right back in this one with 6:23 to go. Another short kickoff, and Flores got it. Past the 25, slips a tackle, past the 30, and dragged down at the 37-yard line by Wesley Fair. But what an opener here in Dublin. From the 37, Becht sideline pass pulled in by Burkle and hit out of play by B.J. Payne to determine who plays on December 6th. Another sideline throw that's caught. It's Eskilsson, who's hurt earlier on the touchdown catch, but he's back on the field. Becht pulls it back, lobs it, caught. Burkle first down inside the 25. What a call for Iowa State.
He's going to fake, and then he's just going to sneak out. Great job by Rocco, selling the play action. Burkle sells it so well, stock blocks, sheds, releases, comes wide open, and a great find. What a play call by Taylor Mauser. That is trust in a veteran quarterback in that spot.
This one here today. Hansen running to the outside, dragged down for a loss on the play by Obi Izor. Will bring up a fourth down. Check that third down. Excuse me. Third down and 10 here. K-State acting as if it's going to bring pressure, and here they come against Becht, who lobs it, caught. Hansen got the first down. Hansen still going, dives. He's down, but he got the ball across. Touchdown.
Trust your quarterback, trust your veteran team, and get it to your running back, Carson Hansen, who has been an absolute beast in this fourth quarter. There was no doubt in Matt Campbell's mind what he was going to do.
Kansas State, according to ESPN Analytics, the favorite to win the conference, but Iowa State will take that mantle at least until the Week 1 games kick off after this huge win here in Dublin. And let's check in with Taylor down on the field.